Today we're comparing the Nike Vomero Plus with the Nike Structure Plus. Two max stack shoes in the Nike range, however they're designed for completely different things. They feel very different underfoot, whether you're using them as a lifestyle shoe or for running. First of all, if we look at the Nike Vomero Plus, we've got loads of cushion underneath your foot, with 43 mils in the rear foot, 33 in the forefoot, giving you a 10 mil drop. Whereas you've got 1 mil less in the Nike Structure Plus, even though it looks like it has considerably less. So it has 42 mils in the rear foot, 32 in the forefoot, also having a 10 mil drop. Now the weights are different. The Structure Plus comes in at 295 grams, whereas the Vomero Plus comes in at 281 grams in the size 9 men's US. So it's got more cushioning but slightly lighter, and that's because it's got complete ZoomX cushioning throughout the whole shoe. So that's Nike Super Foam, which is really spongy, bouncy, really fun to walk and run in. In contrast to that, the Structure Plus has a mixture of ZoomX and ReactX. So you can see the ZoomX sits on top, and then you've got ReactX running throughout the whole midsole on the bottom. So that gives you a very different ride overall, and we'll touch on that when it comes to performance. But first of all, I want to talk about the stability elements of these shoes. So the Structure Plus is one of their max stability shoes. So it has the midfoot support system, which is these large sidewalls on the inside and on the outside of the shoe. These come up, cradle your ankle, try to keep it centered in the shoe as you move, controlling those pronation moments. It's coupled up with a relatively stiff heel counter that wraps around your ankle, again helping to control those pronation moments once you hit the ground. It's got a nice broad base of support, increase the amount of contact that you have with the ground, and while the Vomero Plus also has a large base of support underneath and some sidewalls on the outside and the inside, they're not as large as what we see in the Structure Plus. Also, the cushioning is bouncier and softer, which makes it inherently a little bit more unstable. So you have more of a classic neutral shoe in the Vomero Plus, where it's more of a stability shoe in the Structure Plus. Then on top, they're completely different as well. So we've got a wider fit in the toe box in the Structure Plus, whereas the Vomero Plus tapers towards the toe box a little bit. So if you have a broader foot, that may be an issue for you. They're true to size and length, nice padded tongues, and we've got plenty of cushioning around the heel counter. Now when it comes to lifestyle use, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. One is they've got a high drop, so 10 mils in both, really good for offloading your Achilles, but if you're standing for long periods of time, it does put extra pressure on the forefoot. Now we've a much stiffer forefoot in the Vomero Plus, so that rigidity helps to protect the ball of the foot, especially if you've got hallux rigidus or arthritis in there, whereas you've got more flexibility in the Structure Plus. Less cushion in the Structure Plus, more flexibility, same drop, which means it has a little bit less protection. In contrast to that, the stiffer forefoot, but it has a narrower fit in the toe box. So it's a bit of a mismatch in terms of who that might suit, but definitely if you've got Achilles issues, 10 mil drop is going to be favourable. Now, when it comes to running, these are completely different shoes. Despite not being too different in terms of stack height and in terms of weight, the ZoomX cushioning is completely different underfoot. So it's much more bouncy, much more fun, much more responsive. It really transitions you quickly from the back to the front of the shoe. That's partly got to do with the ZoomX, but also the aggressive geometry of the shoe. So you move quickly from the back to the front when you hit the ground, whether you're a heel striker or midfoot striker, and that makes it an excellent option for those longer miles, recovery runs, marathon distance running, and even early stage up-tempo workouts. In contrast, the Structure Plus is all about stability and comfort. It's much more comfortable when you initiate contact with the ground than the Structure 26, which is a bit more of a flatter feel, and despite having that ZoomX cushion, it doesn't make it unstable thanks to a nice midfoot support system to keep you centered in the shoe. So it's for easy runs, long runs, recovery runs. It just can't do those up-tempo workouts because it doesn't have the bounce, and it's a little bit heavier overall. But it's an excellent option if you want a running shoe that's versatile, that gives you extra stability. If you want a fun shoe that can cover up-tempo workouts, then the Vomero Plus is an excellent option. One caveat is that it is a little bit unstable compared to other max stack shoes on the market like the Brooks Glycerin Max 2, but if you're doing longer distances, not changing direction, no problem with ankle sprains, then this shouldn't be a problem for the majority of the population. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We've got links to them in the description if you want to check out the latest price on Amazon, and otherwise thank you very much for watching.